And we're live. Hello, people. We have a viewer. Be warned.
Scary.
I know.
I'm running away now.
I know. It's very, very scary. Oh, we have now 2 viewers. Oh, dang.
I feel like I can guess who the first, one of the viewers is.
I mean, if you want to guess one for sure, I mean, it's the one that actually is always on my channel, even when I'm not live, which is Micro. Which I'm still not sure how he's always there, but he's always there.
Always watching.
Looking at the way that Micro has his tabs open, which gives me, anxiety on a cosmic level. It's no shock he's always on your channel.
The more amazing thing about him having all those tabs open is that he can actually play games while all of those are open.
Oh yeah, of course, it's easy.
I can't have one and a video game open and everything runs smooth.
I'm only using 50% of my RAM right now.
And how much RAM have you got?
32 gigabytes.
I mean, actually, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that you can fill your RAM, Micro, if you will open more YouTube videos.
I've had more than what I currently have.
I know that you had more.
A lot of the tabs in that picture are YouTube.
They are.
My tabs change. It's not like I don't use all these tabs, you know.
No, he just leaves them. It's just for a painting. It's a painting, Micro. It's a painting of tabs open. I'm confused why Cash is not speaking yet. Cash, what's going on with him? I'm so confused. While we are waiting for him, Stevie, you are good with recaps. What did we do last session? Yes? Not fuck. What did we do?
Oh,
before we start, actually, before that, you can, in the meantime, think about it. For all of you players, there is a macro that I added that you can put in your bar that is called something. 1 moment. Map menu. And then you can open that, you can activate it, and then you can see the maps that you can move to on your own.
Ooh.
But now you can actually go to wherever you wish if you need to. I'll open up the maps that when we play a map, I will open that as well to move back to it. So if you ever need to recall the name of a city or stuff like that, you can just jump to the other map, check it out, and come back. So, making your life easier. Yeah, that's not a lot, Stevie.
You're a lot.
Oh, Cash is here, finally. I was starting to get confused whether you don't have a voice.
That is 22 instances of YouTube open all at once, Tom.
I had more.
Yes, Micro, giggle in shame.
Giggle in shame?
You know, I use 2 different browser windows because the limit on tabs that is shown is like 100 or something like that.
Wait, there's a max?
Yes.
Also on Firefox? Did you try on Firefox?
I don't use Firefox.
You should try it on Firefox to see if you can reach 100 too.
When you get to a certain amount of tabs, it doesn't create new tab windows up there. They're just like hidden on the right side, and you need to close a bunch to like get to them.
So how do you actually get to them? You need to close.
I only have that many. If I've been just searching up a few more windows, and those I close again, of course. And then,
so what are the green ones?
But if I need, they're from a anime watching site.
Oh. I cannot give the recap. I need to go BRB.
Liar.
The difference.
I need to imagine some shit.
half of those shows gives a 7-minute episode every week. So.
Oh, thanks, Kaiser. He's correcting me that I'm not on the correct game. Yeah. Good idea. I think I corrected it now. It should update momentarily. Anyways, since you finished eating, do you want to recap?
I'm still eating.
Everyone is having Reasons why they can't recap. Macro, you're good at recapping. Go on.
Yes, we were in a harbor. We had just gone there to deliver some goods. We basically, rendezvoused a bit with the town, checked it out, talked to a guy about a job. We didn't accept it yet, did we?
No.
No. Right. And then we took a detour towards Nala because Maris, the deceased member of a group, had a will left us some inheritance
Indeed.
there. And we traveled to the coast where the token is, where we, left our ship in the hands of some guards for exchange for payment.
Mm-hmm.
And we then traveled up the road towards Nala.
Yep.
We got to experience some interesting plants on the way in the swamp. Interesting
That's
side
one way of
effects.
saying.
And then we went into Nala, found the thing that was left for us, which turned out to be a book that was kept from the organization Maris actually was a member of. And it was saying to keep it hidden from them and away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a book on magic. It's in bigger book. The book doesn't want to go into a basically a backup holding or handy's haversack. So it definitely has some sort of magic property that doesn't want to traverse this sort of dimensional storage space.
Mm-hmm.
We basically regrouped, and I believe we did leave the city on the way back to that place, but I don't think we traveled.
We said that I said at the end of the session that you basically there is nothing that happened on the way back that I will,
Okay. So we reached back to our ship, basically.
You would reach back to the town. You still want to, get you wanted to get a quest so you can actually get paid when you get to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we made it back to the ship where we left the ship, but did we make it all the way back to the first town we got to?
You made it back to the coast, basically, where the small, that tiny town that basically is erected there mostly for, the pier.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you
so the
got back
little
to.
harbor town, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And now that we have recapped it, let's see if my stream is actually hearing anything. Oh, 1 moment. I don't know how to play D&D, but it seems.
Check it in,
Oh, there we go. 1 moment. I'm confused. Where's my Discord? Oh, not Discord. I meant OBS. Speak a second. Let's see if they can hear us.
I know they can hear us.
Good.
I'm listening on the stream.
You're listening on the stream and here? That's very confusing. How do you do that?
I've already lost my mind. It's no trouble.
That's good. That's good. I mean, if you lost your mind, at least I didn't cause you to lose another one.
I don't even recognize that voice. Who the fuck are you?
He's James.
You don't remember me? I'm kidding. Yeah, we've never met. Hi, I'm James.
Hello, James. How do you do? I'm late.
Hi, late. Nice to meet you.
Excellent. You're approved.
He's here to listen in. Anyways, so what do you guys want to do?
I believe
Same thing we try to do every night. Try and take over the world.
Hey!
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, I mean, you actually are planning that, but I don't believe you will do so this session.
We'll see.
No, you were planning that. I'm just saying.
No, we were aiming for parts of the world. We're not greedy.
I mean, it might change, You don't need to get stuck on one plan. Maybe you will evolve and make it bigger.
That is quite possible. I believe the original goal was to head to Nazi Pizza and see about those pickled fish, so we can go and explore the vast unknown, where no ship has
Yes.
gone before.
That would be correct.
Okay. So you go back to the pickled fish guy. He says he would be happy for you to deliver it. Did we write in chat how much you would earn from it?
Tom, how long did we take traveling all this around? Because I believe keeping track of days would be appropriate here.
You traveled a direct route, so that would be 10 days. Plus, and then you traveled.
We were 3 days in Nazi Pizza as they unloaded the ship.
Indeed. And that's
So
another
13.
4
3
days.
days of travel.
So 17 so far to get to the harbor. We left the ship with the guards. We went to Nala. We did that in 2 days. Right?
3.
3 going
Yeah.
there and 3 back.
Yeah.
Stayed there a night.
Yeah.
So that makes it 23 days.
Yeah.
To get back to the ship. We didn't have anything to load. So I believe we would have then travel back to Natsubitsu to try and accept the job for the fish. That's another 4 days. Then we're at 27.
I mean, if you want to travel back, yeah.
Yeah, so we would be here in 27 days. And then
I need you, though, to... someone needs to roll for getting out of the harbor.
Captain?
Captain Kaiser.
Yeah, hang on.
Watch out for that shit.
Sail! See?
Dang.
Gotta pronounce it like that, otherwise it won't go well.
So you manage to take your ship and start moving it about the harbor. You do it so flawlessly that you don't even touch the harbor as you do so. You quickly turn about and start to make your way to the more open seas to start your travel towards the Nazibisa. There will be... Well, actually, Kish,
Yes.
you love rolling a D100 to go up for it.
Oh, great. Start off with a bang. And a bang it is. Lucky 13, huh?
All right.
it's amazing,
So-
actually.
Yeah, it's really good at rolling low. It's amazing. If I want to someone to roll low, I just choose Kish.
It's not golf, Cash.
He's trying to aim low.
Try to put balls in holes.
Anyways, as you travel through the open seas, you would notice that there are quite a few ships, quite a distance away, more into this area. You can basically see them in the background, kind of thing. They are quite a bit away from you, but you can see them kind of traveling on this open sea.
Are they convoyish, or do they seem to be gathering, like anchored, or?
They seem to be moving at the moment. You can see about 3 ships there in the background.
Okay. Do they seem to be sailing like as a group, or?
As far as you can tell, one of them is traveling to this direction. The other 2 are traveling to this direction.
Okay. So they don't seem necessarily affiliated.
You don't know, but they don't seem so.
Okay.
Maybe the 2 that are traveling together are affiliated, but you don't actually know it.
Yeah.
As evening turns, the night shift comes on, and you continue your sail.
Mhm.
Stevie. Stevie?
Alright.
Yeah, roll the 100. For certain death. Go on.
Oh, 1 sec. I'm not in a good spot.
That's twice as much as Kesh rolled, which is not bad. But in those circumstances, it's not the best. So you continue to travel through the second day. As you do so, should probably choose your token. You get closer to see the actual coastline of this area. As you do so, you do notice there is a half-sunken ship along the coast. Do you wish to stop, or do you wish to continue traveling, ignoring it?
Do we wish to salvage?
This ship. Did we definitely look where the ship is now? Like we went the other way along this route, so we would have sailed.
It wasn't there.
Here. Okay, so it seems very recent.
As recent as more than a week.
Yeah. How big does this ship seem from
the
being
ship
sunken?
Seems to have been a warship.
Okay.
So it's a big ship.
Fairly, almost.
It's a big ship.
Yeah.
It's normally 3 floors, and it has many. It would have many armaments, but now it's half sunken. So you from just passing by, you won't know the reason for its wide sunk. Just saying.
Right. I'd point out to the others at least
do we want to get involved with that, or?
Well, even if we don't get involved, there's weapons on that ship we could use on ours.
We should, at the very least, recover the flag. Perhaps we could, get a little bit of a reward for reporting its untimely sinkage.
We can at least, report it in Tsubita. Yeah.
How do you wish to go explore it? Do you wish to take out a rowboat, or do you wish to move your ship closer to the coast?
Before that, I have a general politics question. Well,
yeah,
ownership. If we were to take things from that as salvage, can others reclaim those?
So there is only one law that you know of it. The only law regarding salvaging, it's fine as long as it's not from the duchy. So if it's a ship from the Grand Duchy and they discover that you salvaged it, they will not be happy with it.
And how would we know if it is a ship from the Grand Duchy?
They have a very specific flag.
Okay.
So they have a few flags, but that you would know. Your characters would know instantly. This is, the Grand Duchy kind of flag thing. It's very known in the world. The flags of the major powers.
Is the masts and whatnot up, out of water, or?
The mast is currently broken into the water.
Sorry, I need to go AFK again.
All right.
Oh, and as with the trip here, I would have ritual casted water breathing and water walking.
Okay.
For every day.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to tweak my spells a bit so I can have it.
So, do we wish to stay on the boat, or do we wish to actually check it out?
We could take the rowboat in, or I could swim my way over there and see.
Let's say, go, if you don't mind, scout it out first to spot, anything in the most incognito way,
And perhaps check the flag. Don't really feel like drawing ire for no reason.
And then once we know what we're going into a little bit more, we can choose whether to go there by boat or rowboat.
It could be related to the massive ships we saw out in the deep.
True. Again, if you don't mind checking it, I think that's the best course of action.
What do we do about survivors?
Again, you check it out. if you deem it like really urgent and necessary, I guess you can intervene yourself. Otherwise, I would say tell us what's going on, then come back here.
Got it. At least, yeah, sail a bit closer, and I'll jump off. I would move about the same speed as as I was walking.
All right. We can
Yep.
pull a bit off the main sail route near the coast.
You can't get too close with the ship. You can get very close, but not completely, next to it because of the there is a rocky beach, so you don't want to, get
Yeah,
close.
I'd suggest not go really close, but like a bit closer to the shore, like
Yeah.
a bit further up coast this way.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's just so I don't spend hours swimming in.
Yeah, I got you. So you get a mile close? I mean, to a mile close to it, or do you want
Something
even
like
shorter?
that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, a mile about.
Yeah. Okay. So you move to be about a mile away from it, and then you jump into the water and start swimming towards it. Takes you a few minutes to get there, but eventually you get to the area where the sunken ship is. How long can you actually stay in ship? Just so I know.
Let's see.
It's a few hours, or is it like an hour?
Half my druid level rounded up. I am 5th level, so 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or is it
All right.
rounded
So you
down? I need
have
to
plenty of
double-check
time.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 hours. I need to double
Okay.
check.
So no problem. No, it's just that it won't end like when you reach it. That's all I wanted to know. You get to the remains of the ship. The ship has kind of strangely sunken with its back into the rocky beach. But the weird part is that it has sunk to be like the back has sunk, not the front that you would assume that is more into the deep water.
That is unusual.
As you reach closer to it, I'm guessing you're going to kind of swim into the area where it's actually sunken, right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
check out the outside to see if it is battle damage or.
All right.
When I say battle damage, I mean ship to ship type warfare,
Yeah,
and
I got you.
not something a bit more animal or magic.
So roll. Well, how long would you actually kind of check it out, or is it just a perception go on kind of thing?
It should be fairly obvious if there's.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, are you checking out it very closely, or are you just kind of passing by as you're going to the front? That's what I mean.
I'll be passing by, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna check.
So roll a perception with advantage. All right. So you're passing by, and I mean, there are some signs of a battle that went on with the ship, because you can see some arrows kind of sticking out, kind of attached to the hull of the ship. But you don't think that is the cause of the sink, because it's minor damage. It might also be old damage to the ship that they never actually cleaned off. So you're currently not yet sure why this ship sunk. You make your way to the back of the ship, where it's closer to the shore. You can see inside the area of the ship that is below water a few sailors, clearly in uniform, and you can identify these uniforms to be the duchy soldiers kind of thing. But the thing that is kind of throwing you off about them is almost all of them are lacking a face. It's as though something has just eaten their face out.
Have I got any idea what would do that, or if it's some kind of not a ritual, but
So from the I mean, I will ask you to roll a medicine check for deciding what the cause of it is.
Medicine is wisdom, so I'll roll it with my sheet. Oh, nice.
Okay. So you check out the bodies and you kind of try to decide what exactly made it happen for their body to be, for the face to kind of have that. And at this point, you're fairly sure it's probably acid. Something very acidic has hit their face. The thing that is a bit surprising to you is why was the rest of their body mostly unharmed from it? If their face was the only thing harmed, what the hell caused it? Is a good question for you, but that you currently don't yet know the answer for, even with that roll.
Considering there are lots of corpses in the sea and I'm guessing open wounds, is there loads of sharks and scavengers?
Actually, there are no sharks currently. Also, it's very low. It's a very low shore currently. I mean, you have above you at most like 10 feet of water. So 3 meters of water. So it's not a very deep water kind of place where you're currently swimming.
I would.
You still have an entire ship to explore if you wish. I'm just saying, you just
Yeah.
got to the front, just that.
But at this point, I want to confirm that it's flying Dutchy sails,
Hmm.
not just the uniforms.
So you want to
Or
search
not
for
sail,
the
but the flag.
you want to search for the mast, basically.
Yeah.
All right. You quickly
I mean,
start swimming
That
about.
would be on the top, front, and rear, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you're just searching for where it exactly collapsed. It's because it's broken,
Yeah.
so you're searching for basically where it's collapsed and is in the water. So it takes
Yep.
you a moment to kind of fuff about and find that mast. The 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 flag on the ship is definitely of the duchy. Though, who the hell would sink such a ship is beyond you. Because
And in
this is
such a
not
way.
a small ship that, you would just, crash into the water.
Is the flag secure where it is, or is it at risk at getting pulled away by a wave?
No, it's secure.
Okay, then I'll leave that for now.
Hmm.
And
Also, it's
basically,
beyond, as opposed to many other ships that use ropes for the flag. This flag is attached via a chain to the mast.
I will then slither aboard and start checking for survivors.
Mhm.
I will also check the sunken part of the ship. There could be air pockets and stuff like that. They could
Yeah.
be trapped.
I'm guessing you're starting with the area that is kind of open, and then you're going into the compartments.
Yes.
Yeah. You start kind of exploring the open area, and there are definitely quite a few things of interest that might interest your character in regards to chests and such. But unless you want to start fiddling with those, I'm guessing you skip over those.
Since I am aware that you don't mess with the duchy, I'm not going to do that.
Mhm. You kind of continue to swim along into the compartments. You do find one soldier that is still alive, basically stuck in a compartment about 2 compartments deep, into a pretty big air pocket that assembled there due to the way this ship sunk. So you can see him, probably at this point, you can see him kind of, he seems tired from keeping himself afloat. He is still wearing most of his armor. So it's not an easy job to keep himself afloat.
I would shift out of shape, but just below the water, so it looks like that my head is naturally rising over the water.
Alright, you shift back to your own form.
Ah, good. Survivors.
He kind of seems to, for a moment, look at you confused. You can see his lips are showing signs that he is probably dehydrated. At this point, from how dehydrated he seems, you he might be delirious as well. He kind of seems to be looking at you and then saying, "Are you real?"
I am. Now, how badly do you want to live?
I have family.
Do you want to see them badly enough that I can cast magic on you so you can breathe in water?
What? He seems to be confused.
Exactly that. It will allow you to breathe water for a time, not permanent. You look a bit tired from treading water, so why not just try it?
Are you one of my dreams?
Nope. Not unless you dream about weird people seeking you out in a shipwreck.
I've been at
You're-
sea so long. I don't know if you're real or not.
What do you have to lose to test it out? Try it.
Uh, I mean, I don't think I can last much longer.
Well then, here goes nothing.
Right. You put air breathing on him. He kind of seems to be continuing to tread upwards, trying to stay in that air bubble.
Now, I can get you some water if you have a container. Anything will do.
I have but my water skin.
Yes.
It's attached to my back.
For now, though, you need to actually get out of this pocket so we can. I mean, I wouldn't exactly want to fill it with water in here. If you follow
Okay.
me, I'll show you the path out. Test the breathing and see if you find it comfortable. If you think you're drowning, then don't.
He kind of seems to be looking at you, blinking a few times. You can see him kind of raise his arm a few times, kind of wiping his eyes, trying to actually ascertain whether you're real or not. After like yeah,
I'll go a bit closer and kind of poke him on the forehead. I'm guessing you can feel that.
yeah, but I could also feel other things.
Yeah, good point. I recently had an interesting experience with the hallucinogenic effects, and oh, they were fun. Anyways, by the way, I'm Citrinitus. Who are you?
I'm John.
Nice to meet you, John. Do you have any idea what happened to you guys? I mean, the people's faces are melted.
I do. I. He kind of seems to be looking at the water below as he's treading water. As he kind of looks at you as though for confirmation.
I'll kind of just lower my face into the water and make sure he sees that I'm opening my mouth and breathing, basically.
You can see him kind of put his face into the water, closing his eyes and just trying to breathe. As you can see him surprised when he actually can breathe the water. And then starts swimming down. But you do notice one thing about him. Even though you allow him to breathe underwater, he's unwilling to open his eyes.
Yeah, I know, the salt water stings. If you just take my hand, I'll try to lead you to where the exit is.
He's just, since he's not opening his eyes, he's just moving his hands all about. So you can grab a hand.
Yep, I shall do so.
And I'm guessing you're swimming out.
Yep, I'll bring him on deck on the non-sunken part, unless it is
Yeah.
like super steep.
It is pretty steep, but you can kind of stand on it if you're careful.
Is the railing got those slits in it so you could kind of stand like a ladder on the railing?
There's even better than that. There are ropes all over, kind of, crisscrossing, so you can actually, you can basically put your kind of foot in there to hold yourself.
Yep. Once there, I would look around for basically a bucket-sized container.
As he is getting out, and you can see him kind of taking deep breaths. You can see him looking around before he says, "It really happened, didn't it?"
So it would seem. Tell me about it while I find something to make water in.
He's just, you can see him pull out from his back a water skin.
Actually, yeah. Considering the spell, I believe it just barely fills, no, 10 gallons. That's a lot more than the water skin can hold, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll find a bucket and cast Create Water in, and then
Right.
have him just dip his water skin in to refill it.
He's taking the water skin, just refilling it. You're feeling, I mean, as you're looking at him, you're feeling that he's not truly accepting this is actually real. He's just as though in a daze, kind of following along with what you're saying, but not really there.
Yeah, that's why I want to try and get him talking,
Mm-hmm.
since he might let slip things he wouldn't think to let slip if he's fully cognizant.
We were sailing, like usual, patrolling the shores. We. It feels like so long ago. We were sailing close to the shore, and there was this. I believe it's other called it a tentacle. It was long and came out of the water, out of nowhere. It seemed to have eyes on it, many, many eyes on it, looking at us before it sank back into the water.
Well, that's terrifying.
And then, for a good while, the captain just ordered us to get closer to the shore to get to safety. So we got closer, and we believed we made do. We made the ship safe. There were no more signs of a tentacle. As we were waiting there to wait for the command to continue traveling, the captain started screaming from his deck. I don't know exactly what happened there, but the captain never made it out, as some guards went to check what's going on with him. The water around us started to boil, as though we were in a giant soup. Also, the water became kind of red, changed colors. Not all of it, but just around the ship. The planks started creaking, doing these noises as though it's under pressure. At first, we tried to get the ship moving to get the anchor out, but as we pulled on the anchor, there was nothing below. The chain was broken. Something has completely melted away the chain. Something has maybe even eaten the chain, I'm not sure. A few moments later, we were trying to get to the shore. That's when it started. That's when everything went wrong. There was this opening, this darkness in midair, like a gate, like a giant gate. Heat all round, spread like someone breathing in your face, but extremely hot air. A moment later, came out like something out of your nightmares. A creature. I don't even know how he looks fully, but from what we saw, it had many heads. Too many heads to make sense. Some, some of us just started screaming in agony as though they were hurt by their own mind before it asked us a question. I should remember that. It was an important question. Maybe I would remember it in a moment, but after we couldn't answer it the way it wanted. A hand. I don't know if I can even call it a hand. A paw? A claw? I don't know how to call it. It was huge. Came out of that gate and just crushed the ship into the shore. Just like if it was a toy. People just flew about. Some of them dead, some of them alive. But it didn't end there. After the hand retreated, those heads, those many heads, started pulling people out of the water as they were trying to flee or trying to fight, and just, I think, spoke to them. But anyone that didn't give the correct answer just was. He then points towards one of the bodies kind of floating at the face. That happened. I now remember the question. I remember the question. It asked me. I avoided it just because it was distracted by something. A sound, something away from this ship. But it asked, the question was, who wields the book? But I don't know what that means. I don't even know what book they're referring to. I just kept
There are a lot of
screaming.
books in the world.
The only sentence before that was, the book is no longer safe. I don't understand this.
And what happened next?
After that, things went quiet as I was in the water where you found me. The water started to cool back down. He kind of seems to be looking beneath his armor, kind of looking at some. You can see some very bad burns on his body. And then everything went quiet. At first, there were some people trying to save themselves. I saw one swim by me, trying to get out. I don't think he ever made it out. I could see his bubbles coming up after a bit. Just bubbles. And then later on, I think he just floated into my bubble of air. He was my friend. We ate lunch that day. It's been so long.
Do you think I should perhaps check the other compartments for other survivors? I did a quick check, but I didn't do a thorough check.
I didn't hear a voice or sound for a good long time now. I don't think there's anyone else, but if you could.
You just make sure you drink a lot of water and get hydrated again. I'll go and check.
He just kind of nods before kind of looking at what remains of the mast that is still standing. You can see him kind of slump over it and just slowly drink from his water skin.
Oh, that reminds me. What should we bring back to confirm the loss of the ship? Only the flag, or should I fetch something of the captain's?
I'm not sure what happened to the captain. The flag would probably suffice.
Where would the duchy be located?
What
As
do you
in,
mean?
if you were to hand it to the duchy directly.
Well, the main duchy is here.
One
Silas.
layer or?
Silas? Oh, no, I'm the correct layer.
Silas, so all the way over there.
But you could probably hand it in any town that is part of the duchy.
Considering the border is here, wouldn't they be outside of Duchy territory?
They would. Though remember, they are not at a state of war.
No, but a warship that is passing beyond the borders.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it would probably raise some questions.
Yeah.
Though this is not a normal, utter ship encounter that is just trying to get them off their shores.
Yeah, true. I would take another check through the ship to make sure I didn't miss any survivors.
Mm-hmm. You take a longer kind of swipe through the ship. You find a person that you're guessing has been dead for a while, kind of in a smaller pocket of air that, according to what you're guessing, is just empty of oxygen at this point. So he just choked there. By your estimate, according to that guy actually choking there, the guy that you saved probably has been a few days kind of swimming there.
I'll then go and get the flag.
That's okay. So how would you like to cut the chain away from the mast?
If I just cut the fabric the chain is connected to, is
Oh,
it too
that you
much
can
of the
do.
flag?
No, you can do it.
'Cause I don't
Do
think
you
I
have
have
anything
any
to
means
cut?
of. Yes, I have a regular knife.
Okay, yeah. So you can cut it quickly.
Yeah, I don't think I can in any way deal with the chain.
So you slowly kind of cut the fabric until you get the flag off. You have the flag now in your possession.
What's the name?
I'll write it down. The Explorer class refers to the type of warship it is, not to the class of the what kind of ship it is.
Okay. Then I'll head back to the survivor.
He seems to have passed out on a kind of slumped over the what remains of the mast.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
At this point, it's kind of it probably was full armor, but he's probably got some of it off him at some point because it's kind of a mismatch, kind of not a mismatch, but a lacking a big of mass of it is lacking in part of his armor.
I will first cast 2 Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, so I'll just say this: he's probably not lacking HP. He's probably lacking.
No, but
yeah.
I'm about to remove his armor, and those burns might have melted
Okay,
his
the
skin
burns.
to the clothing and such.
Okay, so yeah. Could you cast him? Yeah.
And
then-
then I would at least try to get his breastplate off.
Okay. It takes you a while, mostly due to him being slumped and him being heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it takes you a while to get it off, but eventually you manage to kind of free him from the armor as it kind of clatters onto the floor and then sinks into the water.
And then I would throw him over my
He hasn't
shoulder
woken
and
up yet.
carry him.
He's still sleeping deeply.
Yeah. I'll throw him over my shoulder and carry him on the water
All right. Yeah, where would you take him?
back to the ship.
Right. You walk over to your ship. It's quite. I mean, it takes you about the same time it took you to get there, but it feels very much longer due to having to carry someone. So,
Yeah.
it's the weight. Do you have enough carry capacity to carry another person? And I don't know your strength, so I'm just asking.
We've got 285 pounds spare.
So you're good. All right, so you carry this person. This person is definitely not a light person. Very well. I mean, he's probably very experienced in battle, with the form of his body and all the muscle and all that. He's probably been a long time sailor kind of thing. Eventually, you get to the ship. I'm guessing you put him on board.
Yeah, I would call for the others to help me get on board and
Mhm.
then properly get him undressed and changed out of wet clothes and then get tended to on those wounds.
All right. The burns seem to be very deep burns, as though he has been roasted for a while.
Yeah. So once I'm on board, I'll start talking to the others. So it is a duchy ship. They were attacked by some kind of hellish tentacle creature, is my best guess so far. Melted the face off people, boiled the waters, drowned the ship from the rear somehow, so that takes some effort. I believe John here is the only survivor, but he's a bit out of it, so we'll have to wait to get more proper answers.
All right. Should we continue towards harbor then, so we can get him ashore?
Yes. There is one more concerning thing, however. They were attacked by someone who demanded to know who has the book. It is probably no coincidence that we just recently acquired a book.
Well, we'll have to know to hide it.
Hmm.
I can think of a place.
From what I recall of the statements, the book was no longer kept safe, and it was only referred to as the book.
Right.
The one searching primarily for it was a many-headed creature of some sort. These people had their faces melted off like acid, and the water was boiled, as I said, so
Yeah.
you can tell by his burns.
Right.
So if we see a tentacle eye thing, we speed up real fast.
Understood.
So to clarify about healing him, you don't think any spell will actually heal him at this point, and except for a regeneration. The wounds are too deep to actually recover from it. You can maybe cure some open wounds, but at this point they are already closed, and there's not much you can do.
Does he seem to be in life-threatening condition?
He doesn't. I mean, he's very badly burned, but he's alive still, which is,
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
he won't
we'll
be
know.
comfortable anytime soon regarding his
Right,
injuries, but he's alive.
And he's alive enough that he could make a travel, most likely on his own, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're guessing that he will need to drink more than any of you due to his condition, but he's good to travel.
Considering how much I can create every day in a single spell, I think that'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just telling you just so you know regarding his situation, because he asked whether he's in a critical situation, so answered the question. So you continue your travel?
Considering the duchy is the other way, we should probably still head to Natsibica. It is the closest port, and if something were to happen, it is the shortest distance.
Right.
Stevie? Kaiser?
Yeah. Do we maybe, I don't know what constitutes as shallow around here, but do we maybe want to sail a bit closer to the shore?
They tried to do the same and didn't seem to help, so the fastest is the important part.
Okay.
By the way, where is your heritage from Maris being stored at the moment?
That was with...
I have it in my backpack.
Is it with the chest or without the chest?
It's in the chest.
Okay.
Remember, I put it in my backpack and I arranged my clothing between my back and so I could walk with it.
Yeah. So you continue your sail.
Mm-hmm.
Further as you travel, you would notice that there is there are a few ships into the distance, like away from Nazibisa, more into the open waters. You can see about 2 ships in the distance. In the port itself, you can see many ships at the moment, so that won't give you much clue about anything.
The ships out further, are they sailing with duchy sails?
They seem to be just anchored at the distance. They aren't with duchy sails. They seem to be, you're guessing merchants, but they actually, as far as you can tell, they have a very small flag that you can barely make out, but it's not the duchy.
Is our new acquaintance awake by this point, considering it's been just over, well, it's been a day and a half, I believe now?
He is awake, though he seems to, after he's awake from no longer being completely, disoriented, he seems less willing to talk a lot. He's not talkative, but not as much. He's kind of keeping to himself mostly. But if you ask him for help or anything like that, he would actually help you.
Ah, no, we wouldn't ask that of him, considering his state.
He's awake.
So, John, we're about to head into Nazi Pizza, unless you don't want us to go there.
I see no reason why not.
I would imagine you would like to inform the Duchy of the event.
Yes. Do you perhaps have something from the ship?
I'll take out the flag for him.
He kind of looks at it. You can see him kind of shaking it a bit and shaking his head before rolling it kind of very carefully and folding it before putting it in his backpack. Or in a small bag that he probably lent from you.
Sorry about your armor. I had to remove it so I could actually carry you.
That's fine. I don't think in my condition it will let me still be a soldier.
You know, I am an alchemist of some knowledge. I do know of a recipe that will painfully regenerate your wounds.
I do
Should
not
you in the
have coin to
future-
pay you.
In the future, if I can afford the materials myself, you might want it for working for me.
Sorry, I didn't understand the last part of it. Say again.
If I get the materials, you might have it on the condition of working for me. For a limited time, of course.
I will need work eventually.
Of course.
Do you have one now?
Good question. I would have to ask this omnipotent being in the sky to tell me what the actual ingredients are and if I'm likely to ever find them.
Which potion are you referring to?
Elixir of regrowth. I would imagine that's what is needed.
Yes, it will help.
Or would something else work?
1 moment. Let me just get to the thingy. I need to remember where I've put my stuff. There it. Potion. Is it under potion?
It's
No.
an elixir.
Elixir of regrowth. There we go. Da, 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 all right. Yeah, it will be excellent for his condition. Regarding the needed thing, in herbalism, you need to get a herb grown in. Well, you will not like where you need to get it from. You need to get it from the angels' realms. But the alchemy one is easier to get. It's a purified troll blood.
Could you update the handout with that information?
Yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
The crafting price is 300 gold. If you have those components.
So it is definitely doable.
Yeah.
We just need to find trolls.
Yeah.
Or troll's blood.
I mean, I don't think you will find troll blood without trolls.
Well, there could be other alchemists.
That
or
is.
people that know the value of materials and sell them.
I will just say that troll blood is of high demand, just so you know, because it's a very useful component to have in alchemy.
I can imagine.
So
Shall we,
yeah,
before I continue talking to him, let's see if we crash.
Kaiser, do you want to make yourself
What a gonna crash.
roll
Why?
the
'Cause,
crash roll?
well, it's sailing.
Yes.
So we're doing a bit of sail. See? There you go, perfectly fine.
All right. This time you don't make it as amazingly as you did pulling out of the other port, but you think you got the hang of it to not crash into the port. Apparently you need to turn before you get there, not to hit it. So it's a learning experience, a learning curve. You quickly manage to secure the ship onto the port. You can see a man starting to walk towards you with a small box made of metal, kind of rattling coins inside of it. You're told you cannot stay.
And how much is this supposed toll again?
A gold a day.
I'm assuming we have other people on the deck. That's it. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. How long are we wanting to stay?
Let's pay with the 1 day for now. We don't know how long it'll take to get any shipment loaded. At least we don't have to unload, so that's something.
He holds his cup towards you, the metal cup.
Yeah, I'll give him a gold.
He looks at the gold coin and kind of gives a nod towards you before taking out a small wooden kind of plate and putting it onto your ship to decide where it's close to the shore, to the pier. Sorry. Don't remove that. It's for me to manage who's paid and who's not. Before he starts walking off slowly. You can hear a dog in the distance barking towards him, seeming to be afraid to go towards the pier itself.
Well, if you guys go and figure out what we're shipping and what we need to restock and such, I'll escort John to wherever he needs to go.
I will need to find a ship to travel to Silas. I need to report back.
Yep, let's go then.
But I don't have any coin to pay for a ship.
Don't worry about that.
Thank you. As he walks off to shore.
I'll follow him.
Alright, so let's start with the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing? Now.
I don't really know.
Good plan.
Guess I'll go for a bit of a wander around town.
Alright. Does anyone join him for a wander around town? I'm guessing you go along. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
No, I'll stay with the ship. I don't need more people gawking over me.
Alright. So, Sienna and Davoth, you go off to the shore. No, sorry, Davoth and Idabin, sorry, my bad.
I've suddenly become a hobbit.
Alright, yeah, I mean, apparently you just turned into a hobbit. There you go.
That's my trick.
Alright, so let's start with, I'll continue a bit with Kesh, and then I'll get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you will find something interesting, maybe. Kesh.
Yes.
John seems to be very knowledgeable where he actually needs to go. Even though he doesn't know this sport specifically, he seems to know who he's searching for, or the role that he's searching for. So he quickly kind of leads you to the correct location in regards to where he needs to go. After he finds the portmaster, he starts inquiring regarding ships that travel to Silis. It takes the portmaster a few minutes before he retrieves a long list on a scroll, and kind of starts pointing out to ships that are anchored and other ships that might arrive soon, that might go to Silis. And it gives him like where they are currently anchored and such, to actually maybe talk to them and see if he can get a ride. As he finishes that, you can see John just kind of writing some of the names of the ships onto a scroll, and the places where they are anchored, before he kind of looks towards you and kind of gestures that "let's go" kind of thing.
Yeah. As we're walking further, I'll kind of remark to him, "You hold yourself well for someone who was near dead a day ago."
Sadly, this is not my first time that my ship has crashed. It's my third, though last two times were more natural.
Hmm. Well, considering your injuries, you might have to retire for a while. That can't be pleasant.
Well, at least my wife and my kids will see me again.
That is something.
I just hope that I will get my pay, or it will be very awkward.
What do life as a duchy sailor even pay?
Oh, not bad at all. If you survive, that is.
Mm-hmm.
If you survive your first 10 years, you get paid 1,000 gold.
Mm. So roughly 100 gold a year.
Though
You don't
that
get
is
paid
after
anything?
training.
Oh,
The training is about 15 years.
that's a lot.
Yeah, but
Are
that is
you?
paid for by the duchy itself, the training itself.
Hmm.
You don't
And
need
I'm
to pay
guessing food
anything.
and such is covered.
Yes, though it did require my love to go work while I did the training.
Yeah.
But if I receive even a part of my pay, I should be at least well off to take care of my family.
Yeah. Before we actually get to any ship, so that they don't see you receive this, here is some. I'll give him 200 gold.
Anna looks at you, confused. Why are you so generous to me?
Because I know and I hope that you will look favorable upon me if I were to ask that you do not reveal how you were saved by magic. People don't like it in these parts.
He kind of looks at you for a moment, looking up and down at you. Don't look anything like they say.
Well, you'd be surprised, but you've been on a ship full of magic users. It's almost like we're everyday people.
They say that magic users are dwindling.
I'm sure they are. Things are not looking good over where we come from. The hunt for us intensifies.
I am not part of those hunters. I have no interest in that. I have joined the fleet in order to explore the world.
Hmm. Well, exploration would be similar to what the job I would potentially be offering at some point is. As I said, I am an alchemist, and at some point I have plans of starting a little, think of it as a mercenary outfit that follows along with adventures. Because adventures are, they're good at killing, but they rarely bring back useful stuff, so that's where the group would come in.
Click, 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 click. He kind of nods towards you.
So I see it
Your
as a
secret
fairly
is safe with me.
good. If you need an excuse, while I am an alchemist, let's say it was water breathing in a bottle. It's not an uncommon recipe.
Maybe
You
we
rarely
should
carry
just
those on ships.
maybe we should just keep it without description.
Yeah.
I
Now
may
let's
need to
find you a
shore.
boat. This way, they will think you have no coin when they see me paying for your trip. Hopefully, you won't get mugged in your sleep, because sleeping like that is going to get quite painful, and eventually you will pass out from needing sleep.
He nods slowly before he heads off to a ship that is written in his list. You can see him kind of go on to the ship and talk to some sailors around. It seems at first like he is not actually trying to get access to the ship, like if he's just randomly speaking about everyday stuff. Before eventually you can see that he got enough attention from the crew that the captain actually got give his attention and goes towards him, and they start speaking in hushed tones between themselves. Would you try to listen in?
Yes, but not at a great risk.
Okay. Roll perception. Right. You can hear sentences here and there when they're speaking a bit more loud than they should for you to not hear. Basically, it seems that they're arguing the price. Eventually, they seem to have agreed at a price, and then you can see John kind of pointing towards you, and the captain kind of seems to be pointing towards you and seeming to be questioning something. You can see John kind of seems flustered for a moment before he just kind of motions for you to approach.
I'll head over.
The captain is asking who you are, that you are paying for my trip.
I am Sir Trintus Amberhall. I am part of the crew that rescued this survivor.
Admirable. The
Oh,
trip.
don't misunderstand. It is certainly a nice gesture, but at the same time, I know I can possibly benefit from it myself.
Still, most would leave the dead to die.
Information has its value. I see a sunken ship, and I want to know what sunk it so I don't get sunk.
Yes, I'm guessing you do. The trip is not cheap, but John here is a good negotiator, let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I won't ask him for the full price since he is a survivor and I want to be on the good side with the duchy. I'll ask for 67 gold.
67 gold it is.
Thank you. I'll write you as the payee, since he doesn't have coin to pay for. As he writes down your name and puts the note in his pocket.
Yeah, as much as it would have been nice to salvage a ship, I don't want to salvage a duchy ship. Not worth it.
No one wants to salvage a duchy ship unless you really want to be hunted down in the waters.
Exactly. Now, John, this here is a regular healing potion. It will not help with those burns, but it might alleviate anything that bursts open, so apply it gently.
He looks at you and says, I can't thank you enough.
You just go home to your family and hope that you get paid.
He nods and says, good luck with your friends and yourself on your trips.
Thank you. And once you've had some time, well, if you wish
Do you
to reach
wish
out
me
to me,
to
send
mention
me a
you?
letter.
Do you want me to mention you in my reports?
Sure. Never hurts to be on the good side of the duchy, but make it clear that we're not asking for any reward.
Well, thank you very much. Again.
And if you need to reach me for any reason, contact me in Ashervilles. I work at the Adventurers Guild there at times.
That's a long way from here.
Yeah. So you'll have to send a letter and hope it makes it.
There aren't many travel routes to there, but I'll try to contact you when I can.
Safe journeys.
Safe journeys to you too. As he at first he lets you go before you can feel his hand putting on your shoulder, and then you can see him taking a small locket off his neck and giving it to you.
And this is?
Open it when you're on your own ship.
I shall do so.
He nods. I'm guessing you go back to your own ship?
Yep. I'll see what the others come up with for work.
Yes. So Davith and Idabin, you go off to shore. Where would you go? Just walking about? Faffing about?
Just looking for anything interesting, I guess.
Keeping an eye on this one.
Oh,
All
I
right.
have a babysitter.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one holding the fucking Necronomicon, not me.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Anyways, you make yourself comfortable on shore and start walking about. It's nice to stretch your legs after being on the ship for so long. Would you actually be seeking for a job for travel back?
I wouldn't.
All right, Idabin?
We wouldn't be seeking one, I don't believe. I believe we're just looking what's going on around the place right now.
Okay. The town seems rather quiet at the time that you're arriving to it. Apart from the hustle and bustle in the port area, the rest of the town seems to be slumbering. I mean, it's a quiet town at the moment. Nothing very interesting in the town at the moment. Not that you can see, at least. There are a few shops that might come into interest if you wish to buy anything, but you haven't told me that you wish to buy anything, so I can't actually tell you.
Right.
What do you wish to seek or check?
I guess walking uptown, I'd have been maybe
So, anything you need?
Nothing's particularly taking my fancy, but I mean, if there is perhaps I'm gonna just look around and make sure there's no one around me, like a what's to call it, item shop, trinket, whatever.
Someone who deals in artifacts.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt to take a look.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
So basically magical items, Tom.
Right.
We're on the hunt for contraband.
Both of you, each of you roll. Both of you roll a investigation check. 1 second, I got a weird sound on my thing. I'm trying to figure out what the hell was that sound.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no reason to know what it is. Anyways, yeah. So you do that. That's Vitamin. You have an amazing roll. Davos.
Mm-hmm.
You find a small shop to the the corner of the town heading inlands. The shop seems to be... I mean, at first you even thought that it's abandoned before you saw someone actually, for a moment, coming out to throw something, a bucket of water out. Probably dirty water, before going back in. So that's the only reason that you actually notice that it's actually open. You can see this old sign that says, well, it says basically shop, but in Elvish.
Let me just check that I would know what it says. I don't remember what
Well,
languages.
it doesn't matter. The lettering would be in
I do know,
Elvish.
I believe.
I know what it
Yeah.
says.
Yep. The reason that it takes your interest is because the items in there don't seem to be standard.
Hmm.
Do you wish to enter?
I'll just I imagine me and Idabin have stood outside, and I'll just. So, what do you think?
I mean, best guess. Better than mine.
I did.
Okay. You open the door, and the smell of roses is quick to kind of get into your nose and be very persistent about staying there. You can see the shop is pretty well maintained inside. The outside seems like it has seen much better days. You can see a woman very. As soon as you enter, quickly she gets up and starts heading towards you. She's wearing these long robes and seems to be very, well, cheerful as far as you can tell. Smiling towards you as she says, "Welcome to Rose's shop. How may I help?"
Oh, we were curious what sort of shop this is. Like, what kinds of things do you sell here?
What fancies your interest? Maybe I can find something that is appropriate for you. Let me guess, you're, well, by the assembly of how you're dressed and weapons at the ready, you're adventurous.
That is a fair assumption.
And you're looking for the rare, the occult. Yes?
I mean,
No one
not-
comes out
not
here to
useful.
just seek a normal shop, all the way out into the east side of the town.
Yeah, you pinned us. Makes sense.
What things interest you? Maybe I can help.
Got anything in mind, my good friend?
And he looked to Davos.
Well, there is a particular item that I've been seeking since innovating this character, but now that I'm in here, I do not remember the name of it.
What does it do?
Was it Glimmerweave armor? Glimmerweave studded leather. It changes appearance to what I want.
Glamour.
So how would
Glamour
you?
leather.
But how would you describe it to the merchant?
Knowing me? No, I'm not going to say very poorly, otherwise I'm going to get scammed.
You need to describe it somehow. I'm just saying. I mean, Michael
I
can help you
like
if you wish.
to keep my look fresh. I like to keep things different. I don't suppose there's any. I've heard of a material that would allow me to wear it as armor, but also change its innate appearance to whatever I wish.
Ah. Very interesting choice of item. Kind of seems to be taking an extra time to kind of look at you before saying, "Those are pretty rare to come by. I might have a small sample of it, but I won't have a full set of it. You might be able to buy more at some other ports you make port. But that is all I have. If it
How much
interests
do
you,
you have?
well, I have enough for, well, half a shirt."
Sadly, that doesn't fit my purpose.
Well,
Or at
as I
least
said, you
in
can
that
buy
kind
more
of
to weave
quantity.
it.
Yeah,
She's saying you can start accumulating this material, you know.
I don't really know what I'm doing with cloth.
We could find someone that does.
But then doesn't it get a little bit complicated?
Mm, I don't know. I mean, depends on. I mean, yeah, it's your
You're
choice in
looking
the end.
for looking for a weaver?
Not.
Not?
Respectfully, Idabin, I don't want to be. I don't feel like you're pushing, but at the same time, I don't want to feel pushed into buying something that I then have to assemble later.
I mean, I get your point. I'm just saying, you know, if that's what you want, you don't need to get it in one go.
I would rather. It would benefit me more to have it all.
Okay, but yeah, you could start, you know, assembling it, and once you have it all, you can put it into use. That's all I was pointing out.
I cannot. How to describe this? I can't describe it.
You don't have to. I was just suggesting stuff.
So you gentlemen don't want to buy anything?
Hmm. Any interesting trinkets? I mean, just surprise me. Anything you find curious?
Anything I find curious? Well, that's a lot of things, but I can show you one or two items.
Yeah, pick something.
Well, she kind of seems to be looking up and down at you. How do you exactly? How are you dressed currently? And what items are kind of shown on you?
So I would have left some of my
Just
more
describe
worn-out
what you have
items.
on you, basically.
Let me check. Yeah, I'll go to my inventory just to make sure. So I would be wearing probably like common clothes because I, you know, am in gear kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I would wear the half plate, I believe it is.
Okay.
Let me just over it. I would be wielding a rapier at my side and a dagger on my belt. And I would have a big backpack. Seems to be overstuffed, you know.
Well, I have an item that might interest you. It's not exactly fancy or amazing, but it might be good when you get into trouble. As I see that you are wielding weaponry and you're an adventurer. It's a bit tricky to use it though, so I do caution you to be careful when you use it.
Yeah.
As she kind of opens a small box that seems to be fully made of lead, and you can see this kind of large coin that seems to be of material you can't identify at look, basically. And she puts it on the table next to you and says, They call it the dead man's coin, but it's pretty inaccurate to call it that way. The way it works is if you toss the coin just before trouble, there is a way to recall yourself into that location later on. Though it is limited in use, or rather distance.
Right.
Up to a mile from the location, it will move you back to the location in safety. Beyond that, there might be some danger.
That is rather intriguing. Little move be in the direction of my choosing, basically.
Oh, no. You need to set the location before. As I said, you need to, before you get into trouble, to actually set the coin to toss it into the air.
Okay. Can you set the location multiple times if you don't end up using it?
You can set it as many times as you wish, but once you use the coin, it's gone.
Makes sense. And it would move me and my things.
It would move you and your things, and if I recall correctly, up to 6 people with you.
Oh, that could be quite useful.
Though they need to hold your hand.
Right. Mhm.
It's not cheap, but it is one of the more intriguing items I have.
Right. How much would you ask for this item? Out of curiosity.
This item is valued to be 1,500 gold.
All right.
Wanna go halves on it?
I don't happen to have like coin of that magnitude on me. I do own that amount of coin.
I'll tell you what. I will pick it up, and you can call it an IOU.
That works out for me. You want to split on it?
Yeah.
We'll go with the half.
Stevie,
I'm
your
really bad at maths.
Stevie Quack is saying, Stevie!
Hi.
I mean, actually saying Boicini, but let's ignore that.
No one could say it right.
Boicini.
Anyway,
Boicini.
half of 1,500.
750.
That's what I was thinking.
Bikini.
Okay.
No, that's the way he called it.
Would you want to carry the coin, or would you want me to carry the coin?
Now he's saying Bob Teeny.
What of your half?
No, like the actual item.
Oh!
Dead man's coin.
You're more responsible than I am. Take it.
Okay.
Knowing me, I would flip it by accident.
Accidentally teleporting yourself.
Myself and 6 other people.
That hold hand with you.
Yeah.
I believe they need to be willing targets for an item like this.
Shrug.
Yeah.
I want to actually now
Quack,
that
quack.
Idabin has found something useful, I do want to actually have a nosy around for if there is perhaps the what magic items would I be aware of that doesn't constitute metagaming?
Let me know what you're thinking of, and I will tell you if your character knows about.
Either the boots or cloak of elven kind.
1 sec. What do they do? Do you remember?
I believe both give advantage on stealth. Okay, boots is advantage on stealth checks in regards to sound. Cloak is in regards to sight, but I will double, triple check.
Yeah, okay. I found it. Alright, so the boots of elven kind would be something you would be aware of.
Do I perceive them within the shop?
No, but the shop is kind of filled with different things.
Okay. Then I will ask. I don't suppose you happen to have a pair of boots of elven kind?
Very specific? You're not an elf, though.
No, I like to stay quiet, despite the amount I talk.
I see. I can't tell you that. Not because I don't want to, but the previous gentleman bought it.
Someone else has bought them.
Yes, actually, you missed him by a few minutes.
Odds are I didn't even hear him go past us.
I think that's the boots.
Yeah. Okay. You have anything that would interest?
Well, I do have something that can help you in that regard, but it's not as useful as the boots.
Okay. I mean, you've kind of got me on the edge there, saying you have something, but it's not as. What do you got?
He goes towards the counter, and you can see her start to fumble through something beneath the counter before she pulls out a small what sort looks like a salt kind of for the table when you want to eat. Kind of small kind of stand with salt in it. It's limited use, but it's in a way better than the booze, though it is, as I said, limited use. If you sprinkle this on your shoes and on your armor before you go anywhere, you're basically doing no sounds.
I'd like to insight check her.
Sure.
It looks an awful lot like a salt shaker,
It does.
correct?
Yes. Seems to be honest.
See, the thing that I'm finding difficulty with here is that, I mean, magic boots don't exactly run out, whereas that shaker there will.
I did say that it is limited use.
Correct.
She kind of seems to be looking at the window of the front. My shop won't be open forever.
I think I'm okay.
Well, are you going to leave, or are you just staying in the shop?
I don't know. Is there anything else you want, Ida?
Nothing comes to mind, but I shall remember that your shop is here if I pass by again.
I might not be here next time you pass, but thank you.
Understandable.
I can't stay too long at any location.
Makes a lot of sense. I guess you wouldn't have a calling card then.
I have a card, but it costs money.
I see. How much, just out of curiosity?
For you, 10 gold.
That I can pay.
For a card?
Yes.
And he'll give her the 10 gold.
You can see her kind of as though moving her hand in circles for a moment before a card kind of appears in thin air. Then she hands it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, at first, the card seems to be empty before golden lettering kind of seems to appear on top of it. And the following is written.
Dial M for magic.
Okay.
Just write a Rose Thill business card.
No.
Do you leave the shop?
Yeah, I have. I mean, obviously, thank her for her services.
Yeah, Ivan would like to say.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Have a good journey, both of you, Davos and Idabin.
Thank you.
As you leave, you can hear the door behind you kind of chime.
Mm-hmm.
And as you turn back, the shop seems to be abandoned.
I don't recall telling her my name.
No, me neither, but I had a feeling they were, let's say, powerful.
It must be one of those mediums.
Perhaps.
She's good at sleight of hand. Check your pockets. Anyone you know died recently that you may or may not remember?
I don't think that she would stoop to pickpocketing when dealing with
I'm
the goldeness.
joking.
Yeah.
Are you making your way back to the ship?
Yes, but I want to keep. I want to take a bit of a weird route and see if I can spot anyone who happens to be wearing the boots of Elvenkind.
All right. You start making your way across, kind of slowly weaving through the town. You
Why
get
go
closer
that
to.
way? The ship's the other way.
I have a terrible sense of direction, but I'm pretty sure actually we're going this way.
Right.
We've never
You
been
make
here before. Let's just enjoy the sights. Oh, look, a man being sick. Let's carry on before I...
you go through the town for a
I
bit.
mean, Adapan is not quite sure,
That
but
was
okay.
Right, I guess.
you go through the town for a bit. As you reach a kind of a small street, kind of leading towards the ports, as you advance closer to the ports. And at first, the street seems kind of empty, devoid of people. And as you get closer to the end of this street to kind of get to the open piers and all that, there are two of these big people kind of coming out from the corners and kind of blocking your way. Each of them kind of wielding this thick piece of wood, probably to bonk with. Um, James, why don't you describe yourself as you approach from the other side?
Okay, yes, of course. You see a 5 foot tall human. He's in a like kind of white button-up shirt with his sleeves curled up, and he's got this dark blue vest. He's got his brown hair in a ponytail, and he has little daggers on the side. And he is he's a little more tan, like he's been out in the sun, but doesn't look too like rough or untidy kind of man. He seems like he takes good care of himself.
The two guys that are standing at the other side kind of seems to give a grin before saying, "We'll leave now, boss," and kind of giving a small kind of gesture of just kind of a goodbye thing as they walk away towards the pier.
Right. That was to me, correct? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I just kind of nod and just take my time walking around.
This guy doesn't happen to be wearing the boots, does he?
No.
Oh, thank God for that. Imagine that in session 1. Kill you for your shoes.
Nice meeting you. Nice not knowing you. Trust me, I really thought I was about to, something was about to happen in that sort. I was like, you better say I don't have those boots on right now. I swear.
So, what do you? So yeah, you guys kind of are stopped before you hear the footsteps of his character kind of approaching you guys from behind. Just when he gets close enough, the others kind of move away from the location. To actually, they blocked you long enough for him to approach, but they didn't continue to block your way afterwards.
Why, hello. Sorry, I see them correct. Have I just misread this?
No, you can see.
All right.
Hello there.
I don't particularly enjoy being stopped in an alleyway.
I mean, I thought you'd be used to it.
That's a different story.
It's nothing of. I've just wanted to speak with you alone. I saw your lot sail on in today, and I was wondering if you haven't been sailing around or looking for work.
I think this is you and Citrinitas department.
You kind of see the shorter one of the two, the halfling, step forward. For a halfling, he as I described earlier, he's like I described how I look. I'm wearing a half plate and a rapier. So quite like armored for like a short guy. Almost, you'd almost, except for like the rapier, like suggesting that I'm maybe a little bit nimble as well. You'd almost maybe mistake him for a dwarf, the way he's like dressing armor wise. And he has quite the like, like raspy deep voice, kind of like a dwarf. So
And then I'm a 6 foot tall human in tan leather armor, way too many buckles and straps. As everyone knows, I have a bit of a dad bod, kind of thinning hair at the top, quite a nicely trimmed chin beard, and a assortment of daggers around.
You're looking for work, you say? You're interested in ships?
I'm not working. I'm not looking for work as much as looking for someone who, with a ship, who is looking for work, and who is kind of an independent contractor of a sorts, or someone who's looking for a job.
Well, I guess we would fit your bill. We are. The best description would be a group of adventurers who has recently come into ownership of a ship.
Oh, really? So more independent contractors. No one's scooped you up just yet.
We are affiliated with a adventurers guild, but not employed per se.
Yeah, we freelance.
Well,
I give Ida a bit of wink now that I'm learning the business lingo.
He gives you a smirk and he stretches out his hand for a handshake and goes, Felon Alamath, at your service.
He'll stretch out his hand to meet yours.
I'd have been Abadu.
Davos. I couldn't afford a last name.
Well, maybe after some business you might be able to.
I'm sure you could file, papers for one.
There was mention of maybe some other members of your party that might be the ones to talk business. Should we go and meet them, or would you like to continue the conversation here?
I believe we could go meet the others so we can have everyone's opinion on the work. Do you want to propose?
Yes, I would love to. And he just like claps his hands and like lead the way.
All right.
I'm still leading them a really absurd way, looking for these boots.
I don't know why my friend is taking the long way around. I hope you're not in a hurry.
Oh no, I would rather stay on the harbor though. I do have to get back to my own ship later.
I see. You have your own ship as well.
Of course, I have some business done that might benefit us both.
Interesting.
What's your ship named?
You know what? I don't think I've ever really gotten around to it. Not really one for business, but not one for the semantics of it all, I guess. Kind of doesn't make sense of your ship. Stinks with the name.
Yeah. Well, when Davos is done, sightseeing, we can get to talking.
I've only seen this place from the deck of the ship. Let me walk.
I mean, I can go back and discuss with the others, but I am scared of letting you walk alone.
One that likes to get in trouble, maybe?
I don't like to. Trouble finds me.
Right. And I would like to be here so that I can find out what trouble it is and walk around it,
Yes, I always find that trouble finds the ones most undeserving of it. Isn't that right? And he gives you like a little smirk.
Oh, stop.
Are you guys are you staying around the area for a while or just stopping in?
We've actually been sailing quite a distance. We are going back towards the west. Preferably, we have things there we need to come back and attend to within at least a month's time.
Of course. Always traveling around, I see.
Well, we recently acquired the ship, decided to take it on a larger voyage, you know.
Of course. How's things been faring for you as you've been learning the trade? You know, you never can be too careful in the water.
We were attacked by a large shark. We scared it off, though.
Yeah, sludge sharks and, the unsavory type of sailors. Can never be too careful.
We only had dealings with pirates before we had a ship.
Always found that having a couple of friends always made it a little easier on the traveling and business side of everything.
If you end up bringing your ship along, having two ships sailing in a convoy would be a harder target, I imagine.
An interesting proposal. I would love to talk to the rest of your crew about such a thing, or partnering up from time to time. I think such of a contract or such would be very beneficial. I have a couple more of people of ships under my little kind of group. We always trying to protect one another.
So a trade company.
Of course, yes.
An
We're
alliance.
businessmen, yes. Or
Makes
just
sense.
merchants. But what business do you have west? Where, if I may ask, of course, but
We
must be sailing.
a bit of a home in Nashville as of late. You ever heard of the town?
I don't.
It's an island on the west. I don't know if he sees the map.
A little bit. Oh yes, yes. What was it called again?
Asheville's.
Asheville. Okay. Yes, I have heard of that. Wouldn't say I've been there at least for a long time, but I have definitely heard of Asheville.
Quite a developed town for how remote it is.
Microphone activated.
Well, what business do you have in Asheville? For such a town that's isolated, can't say there's probably a lot of business.
We ended up finding each other there, actually. A group hails from different regions. Asheville's is where a group came to form.
Like a little melting pot of sorts. Never know
yeah.
what kind of what brings people together.
Could we take a 5 minutes break? I really need to the bathroom. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry.
I guess we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Microphone muted.
In that case, I will take the opportunity to run outside and put the cover on my bike now that the exhaust pipe is cooled down.
All right.
He didn't have to reveal the betrayal. He could have played it off.
There we go. We're all live. Let's die now. What?
I mean,
Whoa.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
Already dead inside. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so you don't need to roll. Alright. Cool. Let's continue where we left off. I'm sorry about cutting you off, but I couldn't continue waiting, so I had to stop you. Shall we skip to when you arrived at the ship, or do you wish to continue talking on the way there?
question is, do I find anyone wearing those boots?
Roll investigation.
I'm using my eyes.
Alright, roll perception.
Eh?
Roll D100. Okay. What's your passive perception?
Not very good.
What is it?
13.
You have not spotted the person that bought those boots. Anyways, after a bit of walking together, you make your way to the side of the ship. Continue your talk.
What a wonderful ship. What do you call her?
It is
I'll
the
just-
shits and giggles.
Yeah, what he said.
what a good name.
Insight now.
What? Insight to what?
Sarcasm.
If we did choose a name, I don't believe we wrote it down.
I did. It's up in the chat log somewhere.
He did.
Okay, I might have missed it.
Anyways. James,
so
wanna continue?
anyone wanna enlighten me to what the name is so I can say that, or
The Ships and Giggles.
okay. I mean, I guess he would have just said it in character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They wanted to choose an interesting name.
I blame Davos.
I look very proud.
Oh, and this up here is the Trinitas.
Yes, I'm Citrinitas, and I blame Sienna for letting Davos do it.
Hey, don't look at me. I wasn't the one holding his leash this time.
And the Trinitas, this man here is looking for potential working relationship.
He picked up a prostitute.
I don't believe that is what he is intending to engage in business with.
I don't think you could afford me. Felon Alanmath at your service. And he would put his hand out to shake yours.
Right. Alanath the felon. Why did you bring a criminal on board?
I'm not sure he's a criminal.
Pretty sure you got his name backwards.
I'm
He
also
said
not
he
a
was a
lawyer.
felon. He said he was a felon.
Felon. Felen. A businessman, not a criminal.
You might want to change that name then.
It fits me well.
I'll just
Well,
give you this kind of squint and concerned look.
and also he is on the like harbor next to the boat. He didn't get on.
Yeah, that's Sienna, by the way, as I mentioned.
Oh.
What's the job?
I was one looking for fellow sailors and stuff if they would like to join a partnership. Fellow other merchants and sailors and I have joined into kind of like a little kind of group. We protect each other out in the seas if we're nearby, and share some of the spoils once in a while.
I'll kind of walk over and push Sienna in front of me closer to the edge of the railing. You'll have to talk to the captain about that.
I don't believe I was the actual captain. I thought that was more of a joke, but...
Oh, you thought I was joking, huh? You're the one who pushed for this boat. I just want an island.
And how do you think you're going to get to that island without a boat? Gonna walk there every single day?
Well, I can just ride along on someone else's boat. And I'll patch it back again and... Captain.
So then, you were saying... I'll gesture over to our new acquaintance here.
I represent a group of merchants, and as we have a partnership together where we protect one another in our little fleet of allies and share some of the loot to each other for said protection. Is we're all just businessmen, and we know that pirates and other creatures in the deep might threaten such a thing.
Hmm.
Where
And what exactly are the rates on such a thing? Say, for example, we were to make, oh, I don't know, just go over an even 1,000 gold or so. How much of that would end up going towards this alliance of sorts? And Yeah.
35%, around 35. But if we understand times are tough at times, but 35 is usually the going rate. Such protection.
just look over at everyone else, see what they're making of this so far.
How much coin did he say?
35%.
35% of whatever spoils we gain.
Yeah.
The 35% is being distributed among the others, or
35 is for mainly me, but it goes into repairs and such of supplies for the group, especially in times of need. As I am also a businessman, I instead of going and selling and being able to produce, I more or less do the protection part on the seas.
right?
We tend to sail around, and I've heard that you all such are going west, and we tend to have my ship or someone else. We Someone else or myself tend to go that way once in a while. It's been a while since I've gone to Ashfields, but I don't know. Going to a new site sounds very interesting for myself, at least.
Right. I mean, what do you say, Sienna? We were thinking of potentially chartering that area. Having someone along would make us safer doing so.
Indeed, it wouldn't be a terrible arrangement.
To make clear, you're saying we would share 30% of our spoils. Would this agreement be in any of our affairs, or would it be in specifically shipping related affairs?
So can you say that one more time?
Specifically shipping related affairs.
Uh, I sorry, I fully blinked.
Take a moment.
You were talking about how you're paying 20% of everything you earn back to us.
Well, the 35% is for kind of protection, keep the group, and also just more or less as a kind of a treaty among the group that no one bothers each other. Kind of a help at times of need, but also to not, damage others' business and such.
I understand the purpose of where the money goes. I was inquiring about the fact that we technically have two channels of income, one being shipping items with our newly acquired ship, which would be related to business not unlike your own, but at the same time, we are also adventurous, and on our journeys we might do business and gain treasures that are not related to shipping. Would your agreement involve only the shipping or all of our gains?
It would it would actually involve both. but there is benefit to such good relations of contracts and contacts as always. We might be able to keep an eye out on stuff with maybe of your other business. What other business do you have?
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with people of the adventuring trade.
Wife.
We can sometimes strike a lucky, find and have some substantial gains.
Oh yes, I've heard the name. Yes, that sounds. I know that can be very well off business, of course. I would say that such fines also in the contract that we sign would benefit for it, but it would also maybe help off when you're doing less sailing time and on land to pay the dues. As you know, business runs on money, and we can't run this little enterprise without such.
Mhm. Right?
As you know, it's all about protection, to keep each other safe. It would be a shame, like for like our independent merchants and such, to be raided and such from the pirates or creatures in the deep without such help nearby.
It makes sense. Definitely makes sense. How would we be able to call on your help? I mean, you say you have multiple ships in this alliance. What is the normal way to contact people?
I have my eyes on many places, and I would I would know when help was needed. As such, we tend to keep our eyes on the prize, as it is said.
As adventurers, another facet is that we don't always know where our adventure will take us. We might suddenly switch direction, as though our potential business might be fairly erratic and changing.
Oh, I am not afraid of us losing you. We're pretty well of keeping our friends close and our business partners closer. So, as we have been talking about, such as your ship, what kind of skills do you bring to the party? As you say, your new sailors. Picking up the craft might have not been too easy. What?
We spent a good month training the basics of sailing before going on a voyage. We respect the fact that it is a skill you need to master.
Always found someone who's good with animals and such is always a helpful time. No one who knows when to catch fish and keep up provisions and water and such to the ship is grand time, or someone with keen eyesight and such.
Right, right. We seem to be at least self-sufficient in our current state. The main issue would be protection. As of now, uh, we had, as I mentioned, a scuffle with a shark.
Hmm.
A 10-foot one at that.
Oh, how did you handle such a thing? 10-foot shark's not an easy challenge for most sailors.
Well,
And he would kind of like size you up as you asked that. How would he look in terms of I'll just say it bluntly, Tom. Like in terms of acceptance of magic, would I have been able to gauge anything of that nature from him?
He hasn't said anything about magic yet.
Can I tell that he has any trinkets that would appear to be able to contain magic?
Do you have any trinkets on you currently that are showing?
Rings or necklaces or anything visible?
No, just 2 plain daggers. And then, his blue, his like dark blue vest that he's wearing over his button-up white shirt, but nothing extravagant.
Do you have any rings on you though?
No.
Okay.
Well, don't know how you feel about such things. Some people are ambivalent. But we have talents.
And as he says that, let me see, just double checking something. He will just let me check. So he will see this thing. He will move his fingers a little bit. He'll pick up a rock from the ground. He'll move his fingers and say a word, and you'll see the rock lighting up. And just as quickly as it started lighting up, he'll kind of close his hands around it, and it won't light up anymore, and then let it go to the ground. Or if you're, if you're curious,
Such tricks could be very helpful, but I think it gives a little more of showing you how maybe capable you are, but I think you would really be considered. We'd love to see you prove yourself, of being able to handle yourself on the ocean, because, well, we are about protection. We don't want to hold your hand on everything, do we?
I don't believe you would need to. But again, 2 ships make a harder target than 1 ship.
That is indeed the mindset and goal. But as I said, we have eyes everywhere, and we might not always be there to hold your hand, but so we love to see what you're capable of, so to speak. Just prove yourself of being able to maybe hold on until someone can get there. As we know, it's a big ocean and many pirates and such.
What do the rest of you guys think?
And then I'd say he hands you this little rolled up piece of paper, this little scroll,
I'll take it.
and it's sealed.
Okay. He'll keep it sealed for now, and he kind of looks around to the others.
Any inputs from the rest of you?
Sound like a scam to me. Or as close to a scam without calling it a scam. I think it's insurance. There you go. It's nice to have, but for most people, it's a waste of gold. You did insure the ship, by the way, right?
Details.
I mean, this would be insurance.
So it would. There's just a slight bit of an issue. Other than our skills, we have no defenses or offenses.
Currently, our ship is purely of a transportation nature. The only defense, as mentioned, is our talent.
Well, what other skills do you have? If you don't have protection, how have you been faring so far, as you've said? What kind of skills do you bring as other than maybe, and he kind of lowers his voice to say, making dark sprite?
Let's say you can amplify the strength of that to a degree that causes considerable damage, but it is more of a effectivity for a short period of time. So in a prolonged engagement, we might be a bit pressed.
I would like to make an insight check because he's brought up several times protection and paying a cut. I'm slightly concerned we might be preyed upon for being extorted here.
Roll insight, right?
Or
Yeah, roll insight.
So I don't know which one is that. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, what is the number? Which one? There's two numbers I see on this.
The first one is without advantage. The second one is with advantage or disadvantage.
So when there's no advantage or disadvantage, you take the first number. With advantage, you take the higher number of the two. With disadvantage, you necessarily take the lower number of the two.
So, one moment. I'll since his sheet is not ready yet, let me just roll for him.
A natural 55.
What exactly were you inciting?
I'm concerned we're being extorted for protection money.
What's your passive insight, by the way?
My passive is 16.
All right. He doesn't seem to be extorting you as much as he seems to be interested in something more than he's telling.
Okay.
You can't tell what exactly it is, but you can tell that something more is behind it all.
One thing that I understand your point of keeping us protected even when we're ashore. Still, though, our main source of income has not been from a ship yet. That's been adventuring. So, adventures might even take us far from shore. I'm thinking that perhaps the money we earn from our adventuring rather than our shipping should go by a different rate. If you want to even include it.
Well, I will say it'd be looking like I'm doing a personal favor if I'm changing the deal I've made with others for you. And who knows? Does it make sense that I would change something to favor you in this bargain, as I've not done it for the rest?
It strikes me that setting a percentage-based rates when you have wildly changing incomes is tricky. Why not set rates set based on ship sizes? That way, the income is irrelevant.
Sadly, as a business perspective, this does not really do well on my line of work. I will say, all about, I'm forgetting words again. We can renegotiate once you show your worth, but I will say, this is all as you getting into the business. This could be worth helping you reach out and be more profitable on the shipping portion of things. Anything, if would like to just, if you're not interested, of course, I would. I understand, but I care about new upstarts threatening my business partners, of course, so I have to come and chat also. But if you are interested and want to be part of the deal, there is that quest. You're more than welcome to do.
Yes, I just see that your offering is more suitable to someone dedicated to the life at sea for consistent trade, seeing as how we are, as said, randomly doing things. We don't have a guaranteed method of income, so we don't really know if we should agree to such a hefty percentage when we could have anything from near zero to fortunes.
I can give you the perspective as we basically earned enough funds for even purchasing our ship in the span of a single adventure.
We sailed from here all the way to Nalar without cargo because we could do so, and returned without cargo. Cargo is merely because we happen to be going this way regardless. Why not make the extra?
Well,
And that is why your offering is questionable for people in our line of work if you can't set a steady rate of a monthly payment basis, as our work is so unsteady.
well, it seems sadly we will not be able to come to an agreement. And I just, my partners and I are worried about adventurers as yourself disrupting things.
We're
And
adventurers, not pirates.
pretty much in the same if you're messing with coin.
All we did was take a job and sail the route once.
Well, if you're interested in the deal, then there's yours to accept. If not, then I guess our business is done here. And he just kind of like nods to y'all and starts to does a respectful little nod, but swiftly turns and walks away.
Hmm.
And then over his shoulder yells, "Be safe out there."
You too.
Yes. Well, if he was concerned for the trade markets, he could simply pay us a set sum not to do trading. That would work equally favorable.
There's a caveat to this that I don't think he was mentioning.
He did mention
Right.
a quest, but if he wants to just hire us for a job, that would be easier.
Right. Or we could, if he still wanted to, follow us or, do any of that sailing together, he could even offer us, to purchase his services as protection, but I didn't get to ask. He stormed off. Anyways, he gave me the scroll. Could we read it?
Well,
Perhaps
we
read
could
it
give
off
it
the
to you.
ship.
What did you say, guys?
I said, perhaps read it off the ship. He seems a bit off to me, and in the off chance that he might be accepting of magic, doesn't mean he might not see it as competition.
He'll nod towards you and then immediately just step a good 100 feet from the ship and then open it.
You got the seal?
Yep.
Fireball.
You open the seal? There is nothing that happens. You open the scroll and you can see a short kind of writing on the scroll. And it just says... I'll type it up. 1 second.
7 years ago.
We've been trying to reach you about your boat's extended warranty.
Literally.
The nice boat you have there, it'd be a shame if it blew up. Just like a creeper on it, Minecraft creeper. It's all it is the letter S. Just says knock knock.
Do we know what flags they sail?
You haven't seen what flag he's sailing because you just met him in the town. That is beyond 7 days.
Yeah, I was going to just check quickly, but 815 miles.
I mean, since we would be right next to, that island or whatnot,
Is he out of sight by now?
just hop
Yeah.
on over,
It's about 17 days. Yeah.
All right, I'll look to the rest and say I'm gonna do something reckless if I'm not back in like an hour. Wait a
Live
little
without you.
longer.
I thought you meant to say we should leave without you. Okay.
This place is unfamiliar. Don't leave without me. I'm gonna see if I can follow him. Pull my hood up and see if I can catch up at a distance.
All right.
The
Why don't you
first-
roll stealth?
Yeah.
All right. You quickly stealth away and try to find where he is. Why don't you roll a perception? You make your way as fast as you can, trying to kind of pursue someone. You think you see his back in the distance, so you start following that. Roll another perception.
Sorry, I'm opening up a document. I keep losing all my stuff.
Right. You turn around the corner and start kind of giving chase a bit faster, since he seems to be in a hurry, or at least it seems so. He seems to be going off into a small kind of marketplace area where there are many people, and it kind of takes you into a spin in the regards of actually managing to follow him.
Mhm.
Why don't you roll another stealth? All right. You manage to continue following him, at least as far as you can tell, stealthily. He seems to quickly turn into a small alleyway.
Okay, are there any people near the alleyway?
The marketplace kind of ends a bit earlier than that, so there is no one in, as far as you can tell from a distance, anyone near the alleyway.
Is there a chance that there will be no one who can see me for the next 6 seconds?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna change the way I look.
All right. Would you do it while walking, or would you stop to it?
I will be. So I will change the way my. I'm just looking through my identity list, and I feel like one of them is a little bit too obvious.
A dragon.
No.
Joking.
I wish. I'll do it whilst I walk, providing I'm 100% sure no one can see me.
If you want to be 100% sure, it's probably best you stop for a second.
Okay, then I'll stop, because I can change everything. So my face changes and my hair into that of a early 20s skinny half-elf male with dark long hair, and I'm also adjusting the buckles on my armor that have little notches on the inside so that I can take my own measurements at any point, and I'll just pull them to the letter C for this identity.
So you
I'm a
adjust
thin
yourself
boy.
to look differently,
Mhm.
and then
I will head down the alley.
all right, you turn towards the alley. The alley is dead end, and there's no one in the alley. The dead end is kind of a tall fence at the end of the alley.
I have a thought and a feeling. You've okay. So there's a fence at the end, and I'm guessing it's in between two buildings.
Yes.
I would like to just kind of like.
There are doors to either building if you want to use doors.
Are there any windows?
A few.
Okay. I will try and stay out of view of the windows, but I want to see if I can feel any markings in Thieves' Cant.
Where?
Along the brick walls, or see if there's any kind of marker just before the alleyway.
Roll perception or investigation, depending on how you do it.
It would be both, but I could only choose one.
Yes, you need to choose one. Right. You don't find anything.
I'll peek through the window on the building on the right.
You're going to peek into a building?
I'm going to look through the window.
All right.
But trying not to be seen myself.
Mm-hmm. You can see a very sizable person getting dressed.
Okay.
He wasn't dressed before, just to be clear.
Good to know.
I needed you to have that mental image. Yes.
What about the other building?
These seem to be residents. I mean, you don't see anyone that resembles him in any of those buildings. I would say you spent 3 rounds on this.
We'll head to the end and check for tracks and see if perhaps he's leaped the fence.
Survival.
Really
Looking
bad.
for tracks.
Yeah.
Well, there is an interesting kind of dilemma for you. You do find easily enough some tracks that leads to close to the fence. Then it seems that someone stood here, and then you don't know where it went.
On the spot where the tracks disappear, what's directly around me?
Directly in front of you is the fence.
Mm-hmm. On my left
To
and
the
right?
side. On the right, you have a building. On the left, further away from you, there is also the other building. The alleyway is empty of any trash and such. It's a clean alleyway.
I'll check again now that I'm close to the fence for thieves' cant.
Well, roll, please. There are no signs.
I'll look over the fence.
You will need to climb a bit.
I will climb the fence.
All right.
Just so that I can poke my head over and see what's on the other side.
What's roll athletics?
Jesus Christ.
You jump onto the fence. You don't hold on, and you just fall back onto your ass. You take 1 point of damage.
I'm offended.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Maybe something a little fancier. Like, I guess. No.
Yes.
Is there any way I could use acrobatics?
If you can describe something fancy.
Like when parkour runners
All right. Roll
Run-
acrobatics.
run up one side of a wall to leap onto a fence.
I'll allow it.
Plus 10. Fuck me.
You manage to kind of run towards a wall and then run a bit up before you turn about and try to kind of, get on top onto holding the fence. You barely manage to grab hold before you start almost falling down, but you manage to actually hold yourself for a moment up there. There are 2 big dogs barking at you. They are chained to a big dog house. And you can see a man kind of starting to come out from his place and kind of looking towards you with kind of how do you say it? Kind of with one eye kind of closed, looking at you suspiciously. Squinting is the word.
I will just give a good day, and I will drop back down the fence.
Mm-hmm. You're back down without doing any damage to yourself.
I guess my last thought is secret passageways.
Right.
Try and find one, I guess.
Perception or investigation? You find a secret passage. There is a false brick, not a brick, but a kind of stone to the building to your right. As you kind of play with it a bit, you manage to move it so it kind of slides towards the street and allows you to basically crawl into a small crawlway, if you wish.
Is the crawl space dark?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will crawl on in and see if I can. First off, I want to check that this can be opened from the inside.
It seems to be just a pull or push, depending on what side you are from. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll
Do
go
you
in.
close it behind you, or do you leave it open?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll close it behind me.
All right. So you start kind of crawling along the thing. It's not a short crawl. It's about 5 minutes crawl before you get to the end of it, and you find yourself in front of a stone that you probably need to push to get out.
Can I hear any voices beyond it?
Many, but distant.
I will push slightly and see if I hear an increase in volume.
Definitely, but they are still distant enough that you're guessing that you're ending up in somewhere away from whoever it is.
Okay. And I'll
Do you want
push
to
it
open
open
it?
and yeah, I'll exit.
You see yourself ending up in another alleyway, kind of showing up. Though this alleyway seems to be much closer to the port. You seem to have done a kind of half circle, as at this point you can see just in front of you kind of the port laid out. You see no sign of him.
I'll step out into the main thoroughfare and just look to my left and right, see if I can spot him in the distance or anything.
Roll perception. Into the distance, you can actually see him. He is very far away from where you are. You doubt you can actually take him on, as in actually get to him in time, as he seems to be heading straight for the docks.
I will. Is there anyone immediately around me?
Many people.
Fuck. Okay. I will walk in the direction of his ship.
You don't know where his ship is. You just know where
Oh, you
he's
just walk
going to
towards
the
the
docks. Yeah.
I will walk briskly, see if there's any chance of catching up.
Okay. He's going onto a pier, and at that point you lose sight of him. Do you wish to run, or do you wish to continue walking briskly?
Onto the pier.
He walked onto the pier, yes. Onto a pier, not your pier, where you're parked, but yes.
I'm gonna keep trying to follow.
So do you give a run, or do you stay at a fast, brisk pace?
I will jog.
Alright.
Like nothing that's gonna cause too much attention.
Okay. I would ask, first of all, what armor you're wearing.
I'm wearing just leather armor.
Okay. Roll perception with disadvantage. And roll D100. Alright. You get to the pier, and you're gonna quickly look around trying to spot him. You don't spot him. It takes you like a good few seconds to notice that you can't find him. But then you kind of actually look around in regards to what ships are parked here. And some of them seem to be these very fancy ships that probably don't fit a trader. If he's a trader, it doesn't make sense. They are too fancy for that. They don't have enough space to carry much luggage and such, so it won't be very useful. There are only two ships that fit the profile of a trader. One of them seems to be in mid kind of being repaired, and the other seems to be completely in good condition, as in ready for sailing. Though you do not spot him, just to be clear. You don't know on which ship he boarded.
Given my innate paranoia, which
Mhm.
ship looks the most heavily armed? The one that's ready for sail, or the one undergoing repair?
The one that is undergoing repair.
And what kind of arms are on the other one?
The other one, the one that is completely fit.
Mhm.
There are two ballistras on it. No, actually, it's not a ballistra. It's like a ballistra, but just a immobile one. You know, a stand of like a ballistra.
Is there an underside to this pier that can be accessed?
Underside. Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Like, is there like some stairs that go down to the water level or near the water level?
Oh yeah, there is. There is to both sides.
And I didn't see where he went.
No. No.
And I will try the left side.
Right. You.
And
I will say already, you will not see him there.
Are there any markings in Thieves' Cant or a secret door, perhaps?
Nope. I will save you the trouble of rolling because there's nothing there.
What about on the right side?
Same thing. Remember, it's a very public pier. It would be very inconvenient to put something in Steve's Cant there.
Not everyone can read it, but...
No, but it would be too obvious being there.
Where did you go?
Well, you know two options.
Third option, he's a Triton in disguise. He jumped in the water.
Fourth option, he's standing right behind you.
See, I have this funny feeling that I turn around, there's going to be a guard. So if I turn around, weapon drawn, and stab, there will be a guard there.
And he will die instantly, and then everyone will blame you for killing him.
Fifth option, he was all part of your imagination. I was never there. I'm not even here now.
I think you would like
Jokes,
that.
I'll believe you. What flags are those ships flying?
Now you're talking. One moment. This is one. The other one is...
Oh, I shouldn't have opened an energy drink at this time of night.
How do you
Yes, that was
call...
foolish.
How do you call the device that you put weights on it so you can measure how much something
scale?
weighs? Yeah, but the old ones, the ones that you have, the two sides. Is it still a scale?
I believe so.
All right. And this is the second one.
And which ship relates to which flag?
The line with a light blue background is the one that is in mid repair.
Mm-hmm.
Treasure chest with a bunch of coin is the other one.
Would I be aware of either of those factions?
Would you have history on sailing?
No, but we did do a month intensive course on on sailing.
Yes, on how to sail. You can roll history, whether you recall anything. All right.
Not bad.
Well, you don't know those specifically, but you do know scales are mostly used by traders to kind of depict their trade. You don't know about the second one. That one baffles you about what it is about.
Felon never did. Did Felon say whether he was a trader?
You never said he's a traitor. Why would he be a traitor?
Trader.
I'm joking.
Durr.
Hey, Igor, by the way.
I done tell you I'm a done damn traitor.
Are both those ships at harbour, or are any of them out?
Both of them are at harbor.
Then are they like with the port in between them?
They are right next to each other.
Cool. I will go and from a distance try and spot him.
You wish to climb on top of a ship?
No.
So
Like,
how
if-
exactly would you look from a distance?
So if you've got the port in between, you've got the two boats. I'd like to maybe stand.
Oh, you want to look on top of the deck if he's standing. You
Yeah.
would have already tried to look at that. I mean, I'm assuming your character is not stupid and not just like trying to search for him and not looking onto the decks, you know?
I assumed I wasn't close enough because he keeps disappearing.
No, but I assumed once you got to the piers, I mean, you already, went down there and checked things right, left and right. Then I would assume that when you stood in the middle, you would be like, "Oh, I won't look on
I'm
top of
on
the
that
decks."
pier.
Yeah, you are.
I thought this was like 2 piers down.
No, you followed him all the way with your
Wait.
eyes, so you knew which pier you went up.
There were 2 other people who stopped us in the alley. I want to see if I can spot them.
2 other people. Oh, those.
Yeah.
Roll perception. You
Do
don't
I
spot
use
them.
my inspiration potion for this?
It's up to you.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. So unless you want to climb on a ship, you are at a dead end. I will say that at this point, since you're kind of going about there and seeming to be not deciding where you're going, there are people starting to from other ships kind of looking towards you.
Is there a harbour master?
Yeah, but not there. I mean, he's more inland and not on the pier.
I guess I will give some folks a wave and go back to the main street of this bit of the harbour, and I will watch and wait for a little bit.
Okay. How long would you wait?
15 minutes.
Okay. What are you waiting for?
To see if maybe I am just shit at tracking somebody. Or to see if Felon's face shows up
Okay.
on one of those ships.
Roll the 100.
I have a feeling it's the... Oh god, I don't remember which one. What's the difference between the latter and the former?
What?
Nice, I see him.
I would say you see people spooning, but anyways, as you look about and try to spot it, you wait about 15 minutes, At about the 10 minutes mark, you would see him on top of the lion on a blue light on a light blue background with a board mouth.
The ship that's not yet seaworthy.
Yes, I mean it's seaworthy. It's just mid repairs.
Okay. I will approach the ship
Uh-huh.
and shout in Davoth's voice, so that there's at least some kind of recall. So what's the catch?
You can see a lightly armored person. According to how he's dressed and the way he's presenting himself, probably one of the sailors on top of the ship. Very muscly and very much lacking some clothing. As he kind of looks down towards you and says, "What? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, is Felon aboard?
Who's that?"
I'm at the wrong ship. Never mind.
What are you looking for?
Really bad with surnames, but a guy called Felon.
Is that his first name or last name?
First.
Okay, just to make sure of something. When you say first, you mean what? Because you're UK,
His
so I never know.
forename.
Forename is the private name, right?
No, that's surname.
Why do you always complicate stuff? I mean, UK, not you. Uh,
This is what happens to people who has the first floor where the second floor is.
No. First floor is where it's supposed to be.
Anyways, he kind of seems to be scratching his head before saying, "I don't know last names."
No, that's his first name.
A moment ago, you said it's his last name. I'm confused.
I said first.
All right, first. I don't know anyone by that name.
What about, does this guy look like a captain?
Who?
The guy I'm speaking with.
No. He looks like a crewmate, probably.
Okay. What about, I don't know if he's the captain or not, but Captain Alamath?
Oh, yeah. What about it?
I'd like to speak with him about an offer he made to me and my companions.
No one's about to come aboard.
I'm not asking to come aboard, I'm asking if he will, oh god, if he will parley with me.
Fancy words? I'll ask him. You wait there. As he goes off.
Am I being watched right now?
Oh, there are some people of other ships looking at you, yes.
Okay.
You made quite a spectacle now, so yeah, draw people. About 5 minutes after he said that he's going to ask him, you can see Felon show up at the top of the ship, looking down at you, not even talking to you, just turning and walking away.
So he came to the... He looked at me and walked away.
Yes. I would like to remind you, you look like a different person.
That's true. Then I will shout, Captain Alamath, I represent the ships and giggles. See if that gets him to turn back.
1 sec. Need to ask someone. Let's ask
Let's ask the person in question.
James. Would your character want to turn back to a person he never saw on the other ship?
Curious that I know you, though, isn't it?
I think you would roll insight. I think you'd
Um,
look for if he's telling the truth.
all right. Would you actually go look at him after he says that, or would you just like incite the way he said it?
I would turn around and look at him.
All right. So roll insight. I need to roll for you, right? Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So roll insight. How?
I have a coin. Can I use the coin? I got 3 tails and 2 heads.
Stevie, roll deception or persuasion.
Technically, I am telling the truth. I'm just wearing something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
The person looks nothing like anyone you saw on those ships. Though you can't make out whether he's telling the truth or not. He does know the name of the ship, at least, but you didn't see him there, so it's a bit weird for you.
State your business, then leave.
You were letting on far less than you revealed to my crewmates. I would simply like to know what else was on the table. What's the catch with this situation?
I offered you a deal, and I told you all the terms. I don't know what catch you might be thinking of.
Every deal has subtext. I'm just inquiring as to what it is.
And this deal's subtext. Well, it wasn't even subtext. It was a charge, a percentage of the take. And it does not seem that your group would be interested, and does not seem friends of my partners and such. And who are you? I don't have your name.
You know it. All I'm thinking, I'm more concerned. It felt like we didn't exactly part on pleasant terms.
Well, I'm a businessman, and did not seem that you are well for business. Can I roll in? Can I have insight to see if I roll insight to see if I knew which one this might be?
Well,
From like
I would
knowing like
say,
the height, etc.
well, Stevie, you did use the voice of Davos
I did.
earlier,
Yes.
so you would have heard him. So you would know that one, though he looks nothing like him.
Okay.
Now, here's the interesting part for you, James.
Do I shoot him? No.
No.
My kill.
Shape changers are not liked anywhere. I mean, they're hunted on, they're killed on sight. So
I think he
do
would
with
walk,
it what you wish.
I think he would walk closer.
You're a lover of shape changes, right?
I think he would walk closer and whisper, I suggest you leave before I bring attention that you don't look the same as you did 5 minutes ago, and where to find your companions. You did not take the deal. Our business seemingly is done, and I am through with this conversation. Good luck on finding those boots. And he just turns around.
James, he wouldn't know about the boots. Oh, did he actually mention
No,
it?
yeah, he
mentioned it.
Boots, yeah, he mentioned them.
Oh no, I never mentioned that I was looking for boots.
then
I was.
Oh, sorry. So he misunderstood.
Bring that back. I swear to God. Okay,
No, okay, it's okay. It was confusing because he said it. He's looking for it.
Bamboozled.
I've been heckin' bamboozling.
Yep. So, Stevie, what do you wish to do? after his whisper.
Kiss me, you fool.
With which face? Damn
You
it.
know which one. It's just
I should have asked the Trinitas to get me some of that blasting powder. I feel like I've been threatened and I want to blow up this ship.
I want to kiss the real Thelarr.
Turns into a squid.
Perfection.
I think
kisses
I
him like
probably...
light around him like one of the Disney movies.
I think with Shape Changer, providing I've seen a Mind Flayer, I could... Anyway, that's for the future. But I will bow in his direction politely and walk back a rather intricate way, darting through alleys so that I could change back and change my measurements back to Davoth and head back to the ship.
All right. You make your way back to the ship. Would you like to report anything to the rest of them? Or say anything when you get back?
I thought that there was more to this, but I'm paranoid that we're being threatened.
Seems an unwise choice to make an enemy of us if we can stay neutral.
Stevie, I love how you can put yourself in trouble without me doing anything.
Technically, as I left, so I'm not in trouble.
Also, it did seem like there was more. You did get that confirmed through your insight. There was something more about it, but the way you asked what the catch was made it imply that it was the payment, not the trouble.
See, here's the thing. I'm an idiot,
I know, that's why I didn't say anything.
and I forget to ask these important questions that I'm not going to get a chance to ask again.
It's alright. I'm also an idiot. I'm very scatterbrained today, so I appreciate you also, fellowy, not asking questions I don't have answers.
Well, this is a 24/7 deal in my case.
Touche.
James, at this point, I think you can, if you wish, you can go, or you can stay for the next 10 minutes. We're ending the stream in 10 minutes.
I will stay in the background.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very
Shall we
much for
see?
joining.
Shall we see about loading some pickled fish and head out into the unknown and explore?
Yeah.
To the unknown!
There
Fish
are,
first, but
there are 2 pickled fish deals that you can take. Both of them, either one of them, I mean, will take all your cargo space. I'm guessing you want to go with the more expensive one?
Depends. The
Depends
time
on
is still
time
the,
frames and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both
We've
time
spent-
frames will be about a month. I mean, a month, basically.
Mm-hmm. We've spent 27 days traveling
29.
from Asheville. 29. We added 2 more from.
Well, no, but the Asheville 29 days is including all the adventure you did with Thelarr and all that. For just
Yeah,
crossing the thing, it was 10 days.
Yeah, I was saying 27 though. So it was 10, right? And then it was 3 twin loads, so that's 13. Then you said 4. That's 7. Then you said 3 days there.
And 3 days
and
back.
That's 23. Then you
And
said
another
4
4.
going back.
Ah,
So
so
that's
27. Sorry, I wrote it wrong. Sorry, my bad. You're right.
It's about 17 and a half days, assuming perfect conditions and everything. We have 2 months, right, of rations and such?
Yes.
I mean, we restocked the rations when
Yeah.
we were here in the pizza last time.
And the fish doesn't need to be delivered within
A month.
a month. Gives us some leeway.
Pretty a lot of leeway. It's 13 days of leeway.
Yeah. Anyone needing to stock more rations should probably buy them, so we don't need to take from the ship here. Like before setting sail, you know? Because the ship is stocked but if we take from the ship, we're just like delaying the inevitable. So we should just buy rations if we can right now.
Yeah, might as well.
Like, so the individual person is also stuck.
Yep, I'll buy 14 days of rations, and while in town, I'd like to convert some gold to platinum if there's any traders willing to do so.
First of all, let's give you the price for a ration. Each ration costs 7 silver. Regarding platinum, you can, as a total, not every one of you, so you can choose who will do it, but there is currently available in the town. 1 second, I'm just double checking, yeah. There's that amount available in the town to be traded for.
I'll do 20 of it.
Alright. So 430 left.
I'll do 200.
Right. Anyone else wants to trade their gold for PP? PP, anyone?
I want to, but I want to see if Sienna wants to first.
Sienna,
I mean,
you
I
want to
wouldn't
trade?
say no. Yeah.
I
Alright.
go halves on what's left.
Alright.
Sure.
Oh.
That's what 1,000.
1,005. Okay, so it will be 115 for each.
150 gold. Yeah.
1,150 gold, yes. For each. So yeah, it's 115 PP and instead of. Okay. Indeed.
Oh no, 115.
Not
115,
50.
not 50.
Is that 1,150 gold to platinum?
Yes.
I wrote the conversion.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright. So next session we are going off into the unknowns.
Yeah, but let's roll for departing so we can start at sea.
Right.
Just
Kaiser.
so we don't faff about.
Sail!
Oh,
Sail.
sail. Hang on. Sail. Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't
Oh
thinking.
no.
I jinxed it,
Alright.
sorry.
Yeah.
I will let one of you try to save the day. Who will do it?
Dibs.
Go for it.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Alright, so Sienna, I mean, you're so sure of yourself at this point since you did it so fluidly and 3 points, you know? You're just, I got it. And you start kind of altering ropes and such as you just decide to unfurl the main mast as you're still docked, basically. You already removed the ropes, but you completely open the sails as they start pushing forward. You're about to hit another boat as you see Davath just jumping towards the ropes atop and starting to kind of turn the kind of not turn but push against the main sail to be sideways so it won't absorb as much wind. And as you try to alter your course to not actually hit another boat, you would kind of hear a small kind of creaking noise as you barely kind of touch the other boat, but continue on your journey. You could hear a few yells behind you of you hitting their boat, but apart from that, you're off to the open water.
Set sail for adventure! Well then, since we made it to water, I would like to open that locket so you have something to write to me for the next session.
So you want to open the locket?
Yeah?
Cool.
It explodes.
No.
No witnesses.
No. Cash. Why don't you come to the other room?
Oh boy.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Hello.
Oh.
How you doing?
About to explode with the fireball.
No. Nothing so crude. Cash.
Yeah.
As you open the locket, you feel your entire body being, for a moment, kind of frozen in place as something cold and dark seems to almost like crawl into your skin from the locket and into you. You feel this coldness envelop your mind for a moment. It doesn't seem to be reading your mind as much as it seems to be there, a presence, an unknown. That's all.
No saves, no nothing. Interesting.
And let's go back to the main room. You can describe it, you can describe whatever you want to say from your character. There's nothing in the locket, by the way.
Channel switched.
I googled it.
User joined your channel.
Well then.
Takeshi, do you want to describe what you did?
I opened the
Masturbated off
locket,
connection.
and you see definitely a shiver run through him, and he kind of looks around. Well, I got someone riding along with me. This is not what I expected.
A what?
Bit of a dick move, John.
What do you mean?
That's what I feel like something's doing. But then again, it wouldn't be the first time someone in this group has brought along a passenger.
All right. I guess.
Yeah. So, how do I figure out what it is?
And with that, we shall end our session. I loved it that you gave a cliffhanger to it.
Yeah, always fitting. Next
For
D&D.
For those on stream, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this stream. For James, thank you very much for doing this, one-time thing for now. And for those who don't know James, he's doing Out of Town Gamers. Join him if you enjoy a good stream. It's outside my hours, but maybe you're from the US, and then you can see him more. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Good night.